Maybe it's not feeding from there. Maybe it wants to feed. Yeah, maybe that's its thing. Hello, are you feeding today? Looks like it's trying. Oh, hello. That's not going to go well. Hello. Come up. Come on. Reveal your secrets. Oh, there, like that. Oh, so maybe there's a... Right. Okay. Well, I see some pink down there. So... I'm not sure. Doesn't know what to do with its clothes off. I'm not sure how long to press it for. You know it's good when Epson don't have the support documents on their site. And I'm going to try and figure out where the screw came from. So, all right, so that's the ribbon. That's the ribbon there. So that is the ribbon cable to the control board. Okay. And I don't know if I flip that up. Will that make a difference? No. It's going to go down there. It's got to close like that. Still lots of rolling, but it's not really moving the print head much. Can I press the 2? Does that do anything? I have a feeling I'm going to have to install drivers on my computer to do this. It's one of those sort of headless printers. Of course, it looks like the ink is very full. Well, the head's moving slightly. It's moving across. Ah, come back! I have a feeling I'm going to get covered in ink doing this. At some point, I'm going to be covered. Right, so where have these screws come from? I've got 2 screws that have appeared. That couldn't quote unquote go back in. So where have they come from? They're obviously for these locating dowels. I mean, it's got these little cartridges here that do just kind of come out, and there's definitely some. It looks like the pink, the magenta has gone everywhere. inside their little holders. So I know it's hard for everyone else to see. The pink is everywhere. So it would say to me there's not a problem with pink coming out of the cartridge, but I'd say there's a problem with the pink going through the print head, which is probably down under all this. Can I move the print head at all? Can I, if I press the button? I've been told if I let this turn on and then I stop it part way, there we go. How about that? If I try this. Oh, it's close. I think I'm getting somewhere. I need to move it across though. I think, because if I get, let's just get a Q-tip. And just sort of gently poke around down here. That is covered in ink. And that is it's apparently the blue. So that's a good start. Can I get it to print a test page? Okay, it's moved across. Now, from all the research and research that I've done, and I might have to run away to get, no, I might not, because where is it? Somewhere here. Call out if you see it. I found it as one of those. What is this? This is a paper towel. And I honestly have never thought the day would come. Don't think it's a mint or a paracetamol or any kind of illegal substance. I never thought the day would come that I would actually use this, but this might be the day, because all the online information I can find about cleaning the heads on these printers have said get a paper towel that is moisturized somehow. Now, how will I moisturize it? I will probably drip some. It's a dehydrated paper towel. So one moment while I go and undehydrate it, probably in my coffee. I'll just have a mouthful of my hot water before I have to lose it. Unhydrating or rehydrating that. Not that I will know how to test print it, but there we go. One step at a time. Some kind of watertight container. Oh, to hell with it. Everyone probably wants to see what happens when you do this. Ready? Bloop. Look how it gets bigger. It's a moist towelette now. Hold on. Bloop. There we go. Ta-da. Watch how it grows. It's a grower, not a shower. Okay, so there we go. Well, this, by all reckoning should be what's needed to ale what cures this printer. So I've been told to get a moist paper towel. This is moist, sorry if you don't like the word. And rest it down here in the print head. Sorry, I'll try and turn this around so you can see what's actually happening. Oh, there. So rest it down here in the print head. It is definitely picking up stuff. It's definitely cleaning stuff. Well, it's definitely picking up ink anyway. Good evening if you've just joined us. I had planned to do a stream in the other part of the workshop, but no, it's not going to happen. So I'll just go with what works. So these are the refillable ink tanks. But looking at how much pink is stuck under here, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think probably what will need to happen is these will need to come out and be cleaned as well. You can just see that there's so much pink, you know, everywhere apart from where it's supposed to be. And I dare say this is, I should point out, this is meant to be a sublimation printer. And I'm not sure what kind of sublimation ink is being used. Generally, for most people that have an Epson sublimation printer, it's not Epson ink that's being used. And I'm not saying that's the cause. All printer ink is a rort. We all know this. Back from the Canon bubble jet days. In fact, Epson used to be quite a good player in the field, and then they became the first people to sort of lock people out of their ink. So boo to them. So looking under here, there is plenty of pink. There is absolutely crap tons under here. There's loads in there. And without sort of 5 arms, I would say the issue is either, you know, there's plenty there. There's plenty all through it though. So I'm not sure whether some isopropanol might be the next order, but there is certainly pink getting through there. I think what the person has tried, judging by the circumstantial evidence that I have received, is they have tried the tube. They get a piece of this basically and push from the reservoir through, and they've pushed through plenty of ink. So there is some pink staining on that paper towel. So I'll flip it over and do it once more. And just see. But yeah, there's behind me, I can't really show it, there is a partially completed Dalek skirt from today's efforts. Today's efforts Dalek building taught me 2 things. Number 1, the track saw is brilliant for Dalek making. And number 2, the cordless nail gun is definitely my biggest lament of all the tools I have. Because when you've got things being held together quite precariously, and then you drive a nail and then need to go and get a hammer to go and finish driving the nail, it really lets you know it's not the right tool for the job. So there we go. So there is definitely some ink coming up from there. There's also quite a lot around it, which is worrisome, but I suppose it's not the main concern. Let me just try and get some there. There's definitely a lot of moisture around it. I'll just see if I can get to any of that with some cotton buds. But, you know, it would be inappropriate of me to condemn someone because of their choice of their brand of printer. I mean, I got into 3D printing with Creality printers, and they're not exactly, you know, Prusa or Bamboo Labs or anything. They're just, you know, they're not Ultimaker. They're just an inexpensive printer, and they do what I want to do. And if this inexpensive printer does what this person wants to do, then that's okay. All right. So I suppose I should give as good a clean as I can around here. I don't know whether I need to let this dry. Probably. But yeah, I'm also very, very much wanting to eat like a large block of chocolate and have more caffeine. So I'm out here with my hot water and no treats because, you know, trying to do the right thing. It's a small area, but, you know, there was definitely pink on it, but a lot of other colors. So this is a time when I would need, hold on, I'm just going to try and find a longish screwdriver. Hold on. 1 moment. Is this going to be too big? Perfect. Torx driver, the long Torx driver, the Mac Cracker, as it is. It's the long T15, I think it is, to undo the cases on classic Macs. Now I don't have any other paper towel, so I'm going to have to wait, which is annoying. Oh, where's my stuff? Hold on, I've had a bit of a downer today, but I'm gonna up the mood. I'm gonna up the mood. Thanks to my bumbling on a previous stream, this channel received its first ever gift yesterday of some, there we go, some Starbond gap filler thick instant adhesive. So this is CA glue, super glue, which is lovely. And this came thanks to Fix It Fingers. So thank you to James Finger. This parcel arrived, and I was thinking to myself, I've not ordered any glue. I don't remember ordering any glue. And then I thought, geez, have I been sleep ordering or something? But no, he saw me glue my fingers together multiple times, putting together the big Dalek, and sent me some glue so I wouldn't have to do it again. So thank you very much, James. Much appreciated. And I will be constructing something to go and use this with, and I will be sure to mention you numerous times in that process. In fact, I ordered the thing that I was talking to Matt about yesterday. We were talking about the thing for the display for the Daleks, and I ordered one today, and some ideas about how to have this. So I guess it's going to need to have like a false floor with a hole cut out of it, and then it'll need to have some kind of background, which will be cool. That will be all right. That'll be good. Maybe with some LEDs, but then again, maybe that's getting a bit too advanced. But I'm thinking maybe a mini. Maybe there you go. Have I got a big Clive board? Imagine if I had a big Clive board in the background with the Dalek in front of it, doing its little thing. That might be pretty fun on a big computer screen. Evil. I like it. I wonder if I could put in different coloured flashing LEDs. Probably. I mean, I know they're all slightly different value, but you know. All right. Do you think it's cool? It's dry enough? I can't think of where. I mean, are these? No, they're quite hard plastic, so I don't think they're anything. They must be for paper guiding or supporting the paper. I can't think of anything other than under here that might need to be cleaned. And I do not fancy trying to take this out. I really don't. I think if it's under there, yeah, I have to let it go. But I don't know. I don't know if the person got this far. I've got no clue. Oh, is that? No. That looks like it should have a screw in it, but where would it go from to? You know, like there's nowhere underneath to get to it, but it does look like that has a screw in it, and it looks like that has a screw in it as well. Unless it's for there and there. Oh, it could be. Maybe they get this far then. I shall see. All right, I'm going to pop the Mac cracker out the way. Lowering that down. Is it? Oh, it is. They came from there and one under there. Okay. All right. All right, we have a light. I'll try and zoom back up so you can see. There's a light. I think I've just turned it off, maybe. I can hear you can see it moving, slowly moving. So there's nothing over there. Someone's doing a burnout. Very eventful here. But I don't know if there's a way I can get this to print a test page. There's a lot of pink on this roller. I don't know if you can see. You can't see the pink. There's a lot of pink on that roller. So that would suggest to me the ink is getting out. I think it's cleaning itself, maybe. I don't know. It comes to an abrupt stop, doesn't it? All right. So it's on. Dear Monsieur Printer. L1118. But it's trying to feed paper the other way. It is trying to feed paper through here. Hold on. It's sort of. There we go. Right. Paper. Right, maybe I've got as far as I can with that up. Maybe that has to be down and that has to go up like that. Maybe it just doesn't like being told what to do with its clothes off. Or maybe not. Is it like both buttons? Does pressing both buttons do anything? No. Press that one quickly. Nope. Okay. Doesn't like it. Right. One moment. I will have to consult the higher power. Shall we Google? L1118. Google along at home, kids. L1118 test page. No PC. Is it possible? How do I run a test page? Turn on the printer while holding down the LFFF button or the load eject button. Self-test is printed in drive characters. Okay. Turn it on. I'm holding it down. Turn it on. It's very French printer, isn't it? No, I don't want to. I do not want to. All right, well, let's put a few paces of paper. Let's put a few sheets of paper in, and I'll turn it off. And I'll turn it on. Holding that down. Try this way. Will it work? It's a boring, boring stream, but that's... No, it seems to... I don't think it would load any other way. That seems to be the loading spot. Come on. Load. Load. Load, you bastard. Load, you sod. You absolute piece of... Oh, that sounded breaky. That's not a good sound. Let's take one bloody piece. This thing isn't really adjusting to... It's going to need quite a few more sheets, I think. Alright. I'll just dump lots of paper in it. Well, it's trying. It's doing stuff. Why for you not load? I mean, it's just sitting there. Why is the thing not, like, kicking its bum out. So it hits there. It's really strange. Really, really strange. Right. Let's try again. I want to see what it's doing. How can I not be loading the paper correctly? It's making a lot of noise. That's all the paper I have. It's still doing stuff. Well, that's really annoying. I could never have had this printer when I was in high school. I didn't have 2 sheets of paper in the printer. I couldn't afford more paper. Okay. It's still... I don't know whether it's still trying to clean or whether it's trying to load the paper. Apparently it can take a while. Well, let it do its thing, I suppose. How's the weather? And all that. Do I have a big client board? That is a good question. Let me look. Maybe I've still got one. I might have a little one. Just in case, I just figure if the printer might forget that I'm here and it might do stuff. Not one here. Two lights, ink and paper. Well, it's got paper. but no one wants to hear. I mean, and fair enough. Nobody wants to hear, hey, you know, your cheap printer's had a good life. It's time to buy one that's not so cheap next time. Like, I wouldn't want to hear that. I never wanted to hear that when the CR10 breaks, and it does. But kind of the way of the world at the moment, isn't it? You know, sorry, your cheap thing broke. The way out of that is to stop buying cheap things. We're Australian. We love cheap things. The only thing better than a cheap thing is a bloody free thing. Found me LEDs for the Dalek. But no big Clive boards. But I suppose I do have a whole year to organise that. I do have some ad-lib sound card boards that I'd like to start populating, but you know. Then again, I've already got a mini Big Clive panel. Why don't I just use that? That wouldn't be bad, would it? Is it in? It's ran. Oh! I found one. So imagine that as the background. The gallium board. And yeah, with a Dalek in front of it doing its little Dalek-y things. Maybe even a little sound device. Oh no, it's getting a bit out of hand now, isn't it? Calm yourself. Right, well, that hasn't worked at all. That's really frustrating. How to perform a clean? Well, the thing is, it's not loading any paper. I might have to run out and get more paper, which is annoying. It's just oh, it took a sheet of paper. It's actually trying something this time. That's a good start. It sounds like it's doing something. Now, I've been told there'll be no pink at all. And that appears to be the case, yeah. No magenta. So how do you do the clean? Let's see. Hold on. I wonder if this will be a copyright strike for watching someone else's video. Yeah, so we got that. And it didn't. Yeah, it had missing lines. I mean, there's loads of ink in it. I suppose, hang on, if there's lots of pink underneath it, but there's no pink getting through, then the pink is gushing out of the tank, but it is not going through its little hole thing, is it? That would be my summation. The pink is obviously getting to there. I don't really want to do the ink push thing because I don't think it's the ink push. I think it's the receiving end is clogged. So it's trying to clean now. go. Let's watch it. Watch the glory of it trying to print the test page. Let's see. Come on. Tell you what, it doesn't want bloody load paper very well. I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of paper in it. It must be 20 sheets. Surely that's more than enough. It's old ink. Let's try and load the paper. I can't load the paper. Why can it not load the blooming paper? It seems daft. Why is it unable to load paper? Right, it's all closed. You can't have anything to complain about. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Know what would be an interesting test? It's like the spark plug test. I wonder. Be good if it could load some paper. I wouldn't be upset if it did that. But a spark plug test, you know, if when you had a misfire and you take a spark plug out, or you swap over two leads and you see if the problem moves. No. Yeah, why can't it print? Why can't it load the paper? This is me. This is why I don't know why this is my experience. People ask me to fix something, and I can't even get to the actual bloody problem yet because I'm dealing with something stupid like this. There's nothing else to do. I'm gonna have to go get more paper. Talk among yourselves. Right, more paper. There we go. Now, if this isn't enough, oh, now it's too much. Oh no, now I can't handle that much paper. Right. Contact. Come on. Come on, lovely. Come on, Bertha. This printer is just... I'm genuinely stunned that it's just... What I'm wondering is there some kind of light sensor that's stopping it from feeding, but it's not feeding the paper anyway. All right, hold that down. Still doesn't want to feed the paper. quite dumbfounded. More burnouts. Okay. Unbelievable. A few sheets of paper. It's got about 50 in it. That's very, very strange. I'm wondering whether the waste tank is here, but I know if this were my printer, I would be upset. I would genuinely think Epson should be coming to the party with something, because, you know, even by its own admission, this printer has just turned 2 years old. But of course, they always do the get out of jail free card with, oh, well, was it genuine Epson ink? And unfortunately, does Epson make sublimation ink? I don't know if they do. But then again, I'd also be saying, well, okay, well, why doesn't it now load paper anymore? What's the deal there? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It looks like it sounds like it's just trying to feed the paper. There's a lot of paper feeding going on. Nothing. It's an eventful stream. Very eventful. There you go. That's how it goes sometimes. I don't know if that's cleaning or not. Something's happening there. I hear some buzzing. Obviously, this has to release. This little dooflacker has to go down so that it can drop a sheet of paper down. Hello, it's Duolingo telling me I'm going to lose my streak. Honestly, I don't care anymore. It's not that I don't care, it's just another thing to worry about, and yeah. Right, well, since that's doing nothing, it's now telling me there's an error for the paper and an error for the ink. Alright, well, I've got to delete Snapchat as well. This is honestly another thing that I'm just not caring about. So let me just stick the Mac cracker down there and try and find a torch. I don't think this one has batteries. This would have been an ideal time for... No. Oh, connected. Let's see. Something for removing batteries. A giant pair of scissors. Oh, a little pair of tweezers. That's even better. Okay. No, hang on. There we go. So there's a little reservoir type thing. I'm just going to take one out next to the black, blue, whatever. It's just all full of pink ink. It's pink ink everywhere in there. I don't really want to get it all over my hands. That's the last thing you want to be when you go back to work, is caught pink-handed. Oh, bollocks. Stay there. I mean, it's all over the bottom of the cartridges. It's everywhere. But obviously the ink's got to go down that little... That obviously has to seal against the base of the cartridge, I would guess. These little nodules down here protrude up into the ink, into there, and there's a hole in there that would correspond to there, but there's just pink ink everywhere. So I guess for this, the push method of cleaning doesn't work. Should I try some IPA? See if that is enough to sort of unstick it. I'm going to try and flood the area with some light. Flood the light with some area. But I also want to try and just see if I can clean up some of this excess around here. That's probably not helping. Just look how much there is. So it's obviously able to come out of there. And look, I mean, it's everywhere. Jesus. It's gotten everywhere. No wonder they were worried about spilling ink, because it has gone everywhere. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but not exactly make it any worse, am I? But this is basically a nozzle. But here's the thing, has all the ink come out this way, and it's not coming out of there, because it's definitely in there. But it has leaked through there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Of the many things I'm not sure about, this is but one. I'll take these out. You're going to see more of the same, more pink ink everywhere. More pink ink down here. I'd love to be able to see, but I've got a camera in the way. What I really want to see, though, oh, I've got black on my bloody hand. I'm kind of interested to know how the ink comes out. Like, how does the ink go from this sort of Venturi type system? But this looks very, very full. No, it's about the same. Okay. Is it sort of suctioned or is it blowered? Because that would make an important distinction, I think. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bump you. More pink. All right. And if you can see, there's more pink. Jeez, it's like this inside this printer's just wanted to go to the Barbie movie out of protest. There's even loads of pink that's gone down beside this blue. Nothing today has sort of been an easy thing. It seems that most things today have come as a struggle. Which you know, you have to deal with struggle. I get that. You know, I think people need to keep in mind people dealing with like mental health issues. You know, sometimes they just do disengage because it's too many things to manage. Or they actually don't want to trouble anyone, because a lot of people, you know, oh, what's wrong? Well, sort of nothing and everything, I suppose, is the correct answer. You know, nothing's wrong and everything's wrong. Right, let me get the pink off the bottom of these cartridges as well. There's a propanol. Oop. Might just dip it in this time. Might be a bit more user-friendly. That's the black. I think the other thing with dealing with, I don't like the term battling demons and whatnot, but people dealing with mental health, there's this stigma that, oh, they're just crying out for attention. It's quite often the opposite in my experiences. I just want people to buzz off. Just leave me alone to try and figure it out. You know, I don't want someone to fly in and fix it all. I actually want to be able to work it out. But I'm the worst at doing nothing. I'm really shite at it. This is the evidence that it's the end of the school holidays and I've not done any progress on my Dalek, but I've done stuff for other people, which I suppose is a good thing. But now I'm starting to feel very negative about that. Right. Because I can't really take a day to do anything on my Dalek. I never ordered any stuff, you know. Right. Come on. I mean, I very much doubt that's done anything, but there you go. Anything? Come on. Nope. If it relies on suction, could be that there's a seal that's gone or something. And if there's a seal that's gone, that could explain why the ink's just sprayed out everywhere inside the head rather than in the print head or out of the nozzle. Who knows? You could buy a new print head, but I don't know if I'd ever be able to pull this mechanism apart and time it up. It's not doing anything now. All right. Nope. I'm going to count to 5. Is that for discharge capacitors to do their things or something? Wait for the microprocessors to finish their cycles with what residual energy is left. Oh, that didn't work. How to remove missing lines? How about to get the fucking paper to load? Epson. Not loading paper. Go. Why is my Epson not picking up paper? If the paper does not feed correctly, remove and reload it in the cassette and adjust the edge guides. Make sure the paper stack is not above the tab on the edge guides inside the cassette. Nope. Nope. Within the guides. Let me take out some pieces, because apparently if multiple pages feed at once, remove the paper edges. I'm having paper feed problems. What should I do? No, I don't want any of your cookies. Fuck off, Epson. Make sure the paper cassette is inserted all the way into the printer. Everyone inserted? Lovely. Do not use more than the recommended number of sheets. Okay, how many is that? Printers. Let's go and search L1118. Search. Go away. "24 results." You know what? None of them are the actual printer. L1118. support. DIY printing. Only three. If I paid $345 for this, I would be upset. Yeah. How to reset the L. Oh, well, let's try this. Let's watch it. Let's watch together, everyone. Oh, does it only work when you're watching a YouTube video? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Whoa. 3 minutes 43. I don't have that kind of time.
Reset. So, i-check muna natin dito sa ating PC.
Oh, no one has time for this nonsense.
Service required. Printer ink pad is the end of its service life. So, ibig sabihin po, nag-iingi siya ng reset.
What? There's no bloody service required. Go away. Ridiculous. Well, you know, I can't say I haven't given it a go, but it needs more software than I care to install, and it's like 11 o'clock at night on my last night of being able to be happy for the next few weeks. So all right, turn it off again. I'll turn it on. Right. Made some noises, didn't it? No, that was the wrong thing. That one. Nah, I'm flying the white flag tonight. This is going nowhere. Have a good night, all.